presentation.
Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to present Victorian literature, and in Victorian literature, I'm going to present hard times. Here is my presentation. The writer of the novel is Charles Dickens. Charles Dickens says wisdom of head and wisdom of heart is the same thing. He was born on 7th February 1812, and in Portia Island, he created world's best fictional character as the greatest novelist of Victorian age. The setting of the novel is middle 19th century, and the place is Coketown, and this is a illusion. The town is illusion. The narrator speaks in third person. His tone is mocking, ironic yet satirical. There are few themes like education, facts and fancy, industrialism, marriage and divorce. The facts and fancy. Dickens depicts a terrifying system of education where facts and nothing but facts are pounded into the school children all day. Where we can see that when Mr. Gradgrind used to teach only facts, and those things are turns into very bad, as his own children suffers a lot after only studying facts. The industrialism. In the Victorian age, the major concept was industrialism, as hand in hand with the glorification of data and numbers of facts in these schoolhouse is the treatment of workers in factories of Coketown. Marriage and divorce, where we can see that there are many unhappy marriages in hard times, and none of them are resolved happily by the end. Mr. Gradgrind's marriage to his feeble, complaining wife is not exactly a source of misery of either of them, but neither they are or their children are happy. The Gradgrind family is not loving, affectionate one. The main unhappy marriage showcased the novel is between Louisa Gradgrind and Mr. Bounderby. Here is a video of industrialism.
Hello everybody. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting age, the so-called Victorian age, which covers the reign of Queen Victoria, hence the name Victorian age. The Victorian age is conventionally divided into early Victorian period, mid-Victorian period, and late Victorian period, each age having its peculiarities. So let's start with the early Victorian period, a period which is characterized by the show of the effects of the first wave of industrialization, the increasing mechanization, the power of iron and steam allowed Britain to create a very, very strong system, a railway system that changes geography, time, and it becomes the main power to change the world of trade and commerce. The mid-Victorian period, then, is characterized by an increased prosperity. The modernity and ambition of the country is represented by the money power and the widening gap between the rich and the poor. The Great Exhibition of 1851 gives Britain the possibility to show its might. In the Crystal Palace, we can see the power of steel and iron, the material that is representing the age. The age is also an age of reforms, and we will look into that more specifically. The late Victorian period is an age where anxieties prevails. The explosion of contradictions the contradictions that permeated the age. And now they are there in the face of the Victorians, like the economic depression. So Britain is about to lose its dominance because of the rise of the USA and Canada, which started this economic war with Britain. And so there are some political issues that we have also to deal with during the age. At the end of the age, the Irish question explodes, the Irish asking for their independence from Great Britain. And then women, they start to ask for their right to vote, for their right to participate to the public life from which they have been excluded. And the labor movements start to show their power, making requests to the government. And then again, Darwinian theories have a deep influence on the outlook of the age. People start to fear that maybe there is no God. And so we descend from the apes, and there is this problem that maybe man is just an accident. The cultural issues that pervade the end of the age are mainly these. In the age, there are champions, intellectuals divide from champions of progress and critics of materialism, starting this cultural fight, whether it is good or bad, this intense mechanization of the age. And the age is also the age of the social problem novel. A particular, a specific kind of novel that grows in the Victorian age and deals with the social problem caused by industrialization. And also the Bildungsroman is a very typical form of the novel, which gives control to a whole life from A to Z. And then there is a great theme, especially in the last part of the age, the degeneration, the degenerationist anxieties. So if man descends from the ape, maybe behind any gentleman, respected gentleman, with all the values of the age, maybe somebody hides a creature that descends directly from the apes, Mr. Hyde. So these are the fears of the age. So another interesting part is the beginning of modernity also in the market. Books, thanks to a new system of printing, becomes goods, commodities. There is the birth, the origin of shopping centers. People start to go and shop for leisure, and also the birth of advertising, marketing policy.
So this shows that how in Victorian age industrialism changed a person to cultural to it changed a person to from culture to modernism. And these are my resources. Thank you.
Yes, questions to her?
Sir, am I audible in chat? Okay.
Today, the question will be followed by the student, roll number, not in the sequence. So, Vachanda will be asked by serial and question. So, that you have to ask the question, and the subsequently, I hope you will understand. In opposite way, it will move. The sequence will move in opposite way, and question will be by follow. Yes. And also reminder,
Don't forget to type your question in the chat also. Okay? Is that you have to mute the sound. Speaker off. Is it? You have to make speaker off and yes, unmute and speak.
In a brief, can you explain how the men grew, how there was development in human being in the Victorian age?
Victorian age.
What are the theme of Heartland?
Okay, that was a good presentation, and even the video was very useful. Everybody video prepare for your exam also. It will be helpful to you in the history of Victorian literature also, and for the study of the literature also. Okay? So it was a well prepared video which was shown here.
Good morning, everyone. This is our presentation 4 day.